All right. I accept Rattle Cage instead of Tal's armor. I mean, I'll try and check for it, but if you fake me out with it, you know, I might get scammed. All right, now say bye to YouTube. Everybody wave
To
bye.
top off Magic Find Monday, you should talk about how easy it is to find Seraph's hymn in Metal Grid.
It's not funny. It's not funny at all. Bye, YouTube. Well, perfect, Impala. This will be great for your Holy Grail source then. Alright, fantastic. I seriously do not have Seraphs yet. Nor Metal Grid. Now, I could just go and farm Andariel and Mephisto for it. And probably have a slightly better chance of getting it, but... And I mean, I do farm those every now and then. You sent me a PM? A whispered thing?
Gosh darn it, Evo. Stop interrupting the YouTube portion of the streams. Llama wishes he could go. Cut. Who the heck let this guy on the set? Sorry, Llama.
Gosh dang it, Evo. Who let this guy on the set? Why did I spam players like that? So when I join this game, I can just press the up key and get that player setting. Oops, 3. It's a weird thing that exists in vanilla as well, not just pluggy. Show someone's character before and after you twink them. Oh, that would be a great idea, Kibitz. I actually really love that. I actually really love that. Twink my character. That's a pretty funny idea. I should find a time to incorporate that.
Fresh meat.
Thanks, Super
Thanks
Cam.
for all the great content, Llama.
Any boss in any of that? Nope. Just a lot of thingies. Where are the boss groups? That's right. Pimp my ride. Diablo style. I put a fish tank in your character's helmet, so now when he's riding around, he can stare at fish. I also put a whole garden here in her boots. I want to do a level 99 giveaway. Well, that could be fun. Who wants a level 99 character on USC? I feel like I should almost do the giveaway to not just a random. I feel like that's one of those that could be, you know, that giveaway needs to make a little more sense. You want to give that away to someone who's for real about stuff. You know? Can't just be giving that to someone who's gonna play it once or twice and then that's it. So maybe to the winner of the challenge. Winner of the challenge wins a 99. It's naked? Well, they can gear it up with all the elite gear that they found.
I am overburdened.
Just rolling back, break now. You'll just have to change where they are in your save files is all. Because it does shift that up. So you just have to change their location. Come on. Okay, thank you very much. Vampire Fang Belt. Ooh. F? Hey, it's ethereal. Might be a new ethereal item for us. Thank you, Saru. The sad thing about Manverse stream is that Sorceress is over, so now I'm gonna have to go back to other characters. Nosferatus.
Join my army of the
Sorceress is so
I
nice.
missed MVS and couldn't contribute.
Mwah, thank you, Rank Bard. Well, you were there for a second, right? I thought I remember you popping in and saying you had to go somewhere at least, but I thought I saw you there. Battle Axe. You're at Landfest all week. Who was it that I'm thinking of then? Huh. At the non-F for that. Well, that's, I mean, it kind of is. That's how I'm treating it a little bit. I'm farming for all the Fs as well. I won this time. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Oh, that's gonna be spicy dangerous right there. Chat got to level 12. I adjusted how chat gained experience, and it over-experienced them slightly. And from that, it ran past what I had for options of levels. So I just need to, in the future, make sure that I have enough options available. Scourge, nice. Good farm to spot to farm Shaco, yeah. Mephisto. Oof.
I am overburdened.
There you go.
I can't.
Dude, Evo and the stupid maggot lair, man. Every time. Big item. Blah. Stormlash, you want to see which one it is? Maybe it's Eth. Nope. Horizons. Yep, still looking for Schaefer's. We found another Stone Crusher like last week or whatever. I didn't get the 12th challenge. I literally ran out of challenge ideas and I didn't want to just rush one in that was then going to ruin everything, you know? Oh yeah, the cathedral one. Low level runners for axes, yeah. There's a few. Honor, steel. Yeah, those are nice. Can black be in an axe? Strength, can that be in an axe? Maybe check on those. I think one can and one can't. Window capture, don't game capture. Window capture and windowed mode. Level 12 challenge, hell necro run. Plugin mod requires me to play down a patch. So just for this character, I play on this. Come on, oh my gosh. Mr. Llama can't click.
I am overburdened.
Best place to farm as Zerkers or... I would guess cows, but it's probably lower than that, so... You'd have to check exactly the TC of it and stuff, Q level. Do you have any thoughts on how to shake up MBS for the future? I mean, I'm always trying to improve it. Like, if you have watched this Manverse stream versus the first Manverse stream, or even last season's Manverse streams, you would see that there are a ton of differences. And I feel like this season has honestly been the best. I think this season has honestly been the best with the silly wheel additions and the alternate characters and all the additional things, Kylie's roles and whatever. I think it's really brought a lot of really fun additions. But yes, one difficulty is that sometimes you run into things like a slew of drop X. What really makes that tough is, you know, I don't have a great way to deal with it because its drop item is going to be on the wheel. So it's like, I guess I just don't know what to do in that place. Either I default everything to something else or I find a new one. I don't know. Just always leave an asterisk on my win. Wow. I just got big hands. That's how it is, you know. Or raise the prices on it. Well, I like having a $5 spin because that's a sub, right? I feel like having a 5, a 10, and a 20 is honestly a good set of 3 levels. I don't know if I really like the idea of raising it higher. So yeah, I guess the thing would have to be I would need to have my wheels online and basically have them always adjustable so that whoever's managing could always adjust it based on what gear I had on, which would be a lot of work for them first off, and maybe too much work to ask of them because they already do a lot. And I don't know, that's very complicated. Doable with the gear plugin. I would have to write some sort of connector. That could have been close to death. That could have been really, really close to death, actually. I'd have to write some sort of connector. That was almost the biggest nightmare scenario in the world. Because I accidentally blocked myself on both screens. I picked my helm up, which knocked my Spirit out, which I guess didn't drop my resistances that bad, but could have been bad. Yeah, it would just require a lot of... I mean, it could potentially be possible to... I mean, I know it could be possible. It would just take some effort to write it so that the software read from the, you know, from the whatever Diablo interface and got the files and stuff. And even then it wouldn't work with Pluggy, so it wouldn't work in any of those instances. So that would knock out any time I ran Pluggy things. Made any save and exit errors on this source? What do you mean? Kind of errors with that. Once you roll something, the same one won't even show up on the wheel for a while. See, but then the problem with that is that rolls, or that gets away the chance for all the like double drop weapons and stuff. So maybe just drop weapon wouldn't roll out. But I think a lot of people like that anything can roll, you know. So if no, you know, oven mitt rolls once, they don't want me to have to wait through a whole round of other things before oven mitt rolls again. They like it when they can roll oven mitt 5 times in a row. Or a drop helmet rolls and then I put a new better helmet on and then drop helmet rolls immediately again. Where do you set the save location for OBS? It's in the core files. Yeah, I think that might honestly be the best thing is if enough of them happen, they just get converted instantly. So whenever 4 T1 rolls happen, if I can't fulfill, you know, whatever, then it just turns into a T3 roll. Or a T2 roll. Or a whatever. That honestly might be the best way to handle it, so that way there's never anything in the queue. It's just always, I guess you could always have up to 3 things in the queue. As soon as you hit a 4th, we get a T3. That's a pretty decent idea. Or it could even be, you know, they queue up longer than that and it turns into, you know, if I get 20 of them, I have to drop all items or something. Yeah, I got a little crazy crunch. Well, that was one I wasn't really having to expect to deal with like that. But, you know, S-Roy will find a way to break Manverse stream for a little bit, so we had an hour of a pretty broken Manverse stream. $50% off also got a little crazy, yeah it did. But I like that idea. Having them just automatically roll up and whenever it hits a certain number, punishment happens. You can always roll a T2 or T3, so when would it get to drop gear? Well, it would be if I didn't go... Oh yeah, it's extremely thoughtful. Agreed, Crunchums. It would be if I didn't go to... do like a T2 or T3. I'm saying either it's roll a T2, roll a T3, or it is just save them up until I have, you know, if I ever hit 20 of them. But You guys want to watch it from here? See if the tick bar goes up at all. Have you ever tried something where people can donate to you where you could force a reroll? I don't like things that ruin other people's rolls. Half off is like the closest that I think can get to that. But so the way I think it works, Crunch'em, is as soon as I can't do a drop, the drop is now nullified and it's just worth +1. It's just a +1 in there. So that way, if I go and get some gloves, I actually get to keep those gloves until the next time that it rolls. Because that is, I think that's the best way to handle it. Because that's also the thing, is it makes it seem like, okay, now do I not go shop for gloves? Because if I do, I just immediately drop them. Do I go shop for them? But, you know, it always made it kind of odd and put me in an awkward spot of like, I can abuse this, but I'm not just going to abuse it to be a jerk. But something needs to happen. So I think that's the best thing. Hey, don't worry about it, Sci-Fi. Just keep MF and having a good time, and good to go.
I am overburdened.
That one. That one. Or if the misdrops just add to the chat level. Well, they already do add to the chat level. And I can't do things with the chat level. That is the one thing I can't do. That just exists as it exists, so. Sci-P. Rip. Ooh, that is spicy. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of there. You missed MVS because you were sad? Aw. Well, that makes me sad. How's it going, Raggets? Let's go. Let's go. Did the Cavs win? Are we gonna have Warriors versus Cavs in the finals again? Hooray! How exciting! You're making art for GDQ? You should just make a bunch of Diablo 2 llama art. That says, you did this. Why? Why? Did the Capitals win? Oh, wow. Are they gonna break the curse? The curse? Capitals versus the Knights in the Cup. That would be exciting. That would be exciting. Mr. Llama, small charm. Congrats there, Reggits. That's cool. Yeah, I want to see the Knights take it too. I mean, just for the hilarity. I mean, it would just be amazing. It would just be absolutely hilarious.
I am overburdened.
Small charm. First year, picked up the scraps. I mean, they got some good stuff for sure, some good players, but I mean, they've already made it to the Stanley Cup. So, first year as a franchise, that's already kind of ridiculous. Ooh, nice. What's in here? Disagree. They've had their fun. Wow. Hater. Dang, look at that. We have so many Eth belts. How'd I turn off my SOJ counter? I went into the pluggy.ini files and said no. And turned it off. Oops. For those who are curious about that, I'm collecting every item ethereal as well on this character as just like a funny side thing. So, just a random aside. No real purpose. Deserve a metal grid? I would love one.
What do you need?
Is b-ball base or basket? Right now it could be either. I'd say more people refer to b-ball as basketball though. Rarely have I heard baseball called b-ball. But it's technically, you know, they could call it that and be correct, so. Would I rather have to drop and refine materials or refine everything else? I refine everything else. Materials is worth more than the rest of that list in terms of rarity and finding. Player 7. Players 8. Good one. But basketball is so broken right now. Or b-ball. Bone Ash the Unclean. Just a random unique monster in the World of Destruction level 2. Drop materials, mate. Did anyone actually do a drop stashing during MVS? I never had a full drop stash or drop items this time. It really varies a ton. It's super interesting. I mean, it just kind of depends the flow of the Manverse stream, honestly. When I like the time before it, I think drop gear rolled like 4 or 5 times, and drop stash was like 3 or 4. This time it was 0, and everybody instead was focused on, I mean, there were a few more save quits this time, but there were a lot more silly wheels and things like that. And I think that's where a lot of it changes up and varies, right? When you have the attractive options of things like silly wheel and all of these smaller things, make a deal with Kylie and whatever, right? I mean, if I bring up the MVS, we've got spin all 4 wheels with the silly wheel, 50% off. The respec wheel, we had make Kylie an offer. You know, when you start adding in all of those things. Yeah, language please. Ah, dang it, I forgot to change players. Offers to Kylie, you could basically come up with whatever challenge you wanted, and then she would either accept it or reject it. You could say like $30, pie llama in the face. She could either say yeah or say nah. So when you do stuff like that and have more of those alternates, I think that more people, you know, kind of want to see those things sometimes. But if I'm sitting there with super elite decked out gear, which I never really was on my sorceress, the gear was pretty weak a lot of the times, then you'll see, you know, the full knocks sometimes. So it really just depends. It really just depends. Do I ever do drunk streams? I don't drink, actually. I'm sorry. I get that question a lot. It's honestly very surprising to me. I don't want to say I'm shocked, but it's very interesting to see how many times people come in and are like, "Ah, I want to see Llama do a drunk stream." Like, people love drunk streams. That's all I can say. People love them. I kind of wish I did, because I think people would have a great time with it. So that's why I say I'm sorry. Maybe someday I will. I don't know. I have nothing, you know, just never wanted to get into it, but nothing crazy against it either, so. Drunk on smoothies? I'm on it. Saves a lot of money. That's my thing. Shoot. Tend to go off the rails and are fun to watch. See, I like to think I have that same sort of fun anyways. You know, I'm a fun llama, right? We have a good time here. Downing some shots would make me die on Manverse stream is, that would be brutal. I've seen Teo do that, and does not look like it's fun for Manverse stream. I will say I'm curious what kind of drunk I would be, or whatever they say, right? Because I just don't know. I don't know if I'd be a loving, happy one. Oh god! Thought we were one way further. Or if I'd be some like angry guy. Be like, I hate you! Why don't you come to my stream anymore? Wow. Hit me more, please. That's cool. Just exaggerates my base personality. Whoa! All of that, and you're just gonna throw trash at me, game? For real? Bow, crossbow. What is this garbage? What is this garbage? Quad unique from Bale. And he throws me trash. Absolute trash. I'd be a lovable drunk at first. Uh-oh, what would happen then? What would happen next? Would I get violent?
I am overburdened.
Would I be a rapper? I'd probably be a rapper. Keep drinking and get sad? That's probably too real, man. Ah! Weepy, cuddly drunk. Man. I could see myself being a grumpy drunk. No, I think I'd get grumpy. I think I would get grumpy because I would not have like as much control. Like I'd try and like do something and then I would realize that I couldn't do a lot of things because I was intoxicated and obviously a little bit like weaker at the time or you know, out of balance or whatever, and then I would get grumpy because I wouldn't be able to be as efficient and do everything. That's my guess. Any good finds tonight? Nah, not even good like finds that we already had. People people joining and asking repetitive questions. Like I handle it now, but if I was drunk I'd be like, I already said that. What? You can get multiple stash pages now in Diablo 2? What? I probably turn into a sarcastic jerk. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't drink. Don't drink and stream. I could see that. No. Let me tell you guys about the chest and racks. I found something new out. I found some more things out about racks. Let me tell you guys. About them. Ooh. More jams. That's not bad. Oh, Black Gaver's here. We won't find anything today. Hey, Mr. Llama. What are your thoughts on Path of Diablo? Also, I tried to get my Diablo 2 to work, but when I clicked it, I got an error. Why did I get the error? Can you fix it? Have you played Grim Dawn before, Mr. Llama? Where's Bagel Girl? Is there any chance of seeing me at GDQ? No, they didn't want me there for some reason. This is if I was Drunk Llama. What are your thoughts on Diablo 3? Exclamation mark RO. Drunk Llama would not fool around. He wouldn't take any of yo crap. That's right.
Join my army.
Jerk.
Jerk.
Why did she say it so mean? I hate how mean she is about it. Man. Like, I don't think anybody could call me a jerk in a more negative tone than she could call me a jerk. And she's a robot. She sounds so judgmental. Jerk. Jerk. Like, she throws shade. Girk. You want to talk about throwing shade? You are looking at the shade queen right there.
I can't carry anymore.
My goodness. Well, I'm not drunk, so I'm not saying what I really mean. No, thank you, Black.
That bot is a jerk, but this llama is a big jerk.
Man. Just brutal. Just brutal. No, you gotta remember. If I were drunk, I think I might get more annoyed with the questions. Just because, I mean, it does get repetitive in here, but it's fine. Like, non-drunk llama doesn't blame anybody for asking repetitive questions, because if you come into my stream and you have never heard my thoughts on Diablo 3, my thoughts on Diablo 3 might be really interesting to you. You know? Like,
I can come
I
at
get
you
it.
even more brutal you'll feel or see it coming. Chat agrees with me.
Wow. Dude, she just, with no regard for life right there. How much to drop materials, mate? Yeah. But, you know, a lot of people haven't heard my thoughts on D3, even though I've said them 500 times. Right? Like, that is just going to be how it works. And as as new people join my community and all that stuff, right? You know, I want to be able to answer those questions. So that's why a lot of times I will give it. If it's within the same stream, a lot of times I go, oh, I answered that early in the stream, so here's a
Thoughts
summary.
on D3. Lol, what about
my Beelzebub mod?
Batman?
Yeah, what about my Beelzebub? No, Golzar, you had so much to live for, and you threw it all away. Yeah, so I mean, every day there's going to be new people in my stream, and they're going to have questions that are the most common questions. So I really don't mind it. I am totally okay with that. But I could see Drunk Llama. Dude, he just... Wow. Golzar, that was a spicy area right there. But it's one of those things where, you know, I could see it getting repetitive for Drunk Llama.
Galzar doesn't like jerks.
He's trying to get away. Shaco! Player 7, get that experience shrine. Bad dang Golzar's diary, right? Thank you, Turfix, for the biddies. I appreciate that. I actually have a video on my YouTube where I talk about Diablo 2 versus Diablo 3. So if you're truly interested in hearing a lot of my thoughts, and that was kind of more after I freshly played Diablo 3, so I have 1 to summoning skills, all right. Where I have fresher thoughts on it. That would be a decent place to look, honestly. But if you want a short, condensed version, it's I think Diablo 3 is not a bad game, but I don't think it's the most exciting Diablo game. I think it plays a little too casually and removed too many Diablo elements. What are Diablo 3's thoughts on me? Oof. Good question. Good question. A little too much blow up the whole screen. End a Path of Exile style. But it takes away a lot of the decision making as well, which is what PoE keeps in. So I think that's where they have their differences. I don't know why I went save quit there when I was just going to come down here and do this anyways. Beelzebub's a D1 mod that Blackgaver likes a lot. So he tries to get me to play it.
Fresh meat.
Yo,
I miss subbing for Manverse stream. I hope it was a good time.
It was very fun. Thank you so much. Mwah. Appreciate it. We had a lot of fun. Oh, we're at 996. All right, we are 4 subs away from a Hot Wings speed run. And if I could maybe get a race going for it, that'd be even better. I will do a speed run, and every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I guess it depends which character, eat a hotter wing. So it just gets spicier as we go. What would be the hottest sauce? Unique amulet would be the hottest sauce. That's what it would be. Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We'll return to that in a second. How many wings can I eat? I mean, I wouldn't eat more than like 10 wings. We'll return to that in a second. Wow. Metal Grid or Seraphs? Which one do you guys think? 1 in chat for Metal Grid, 2 for Seraphs. Which one is it, boys? 0, 3. No, you get 1 or 2.
How about 3 for Mars?
3? No. No, 1 or 2.
Fresh meat.
Boom booms. 27 months. Mwah. Seraphs? I like that thinking. That's good thinking. That's good thinking. Let's clear out all these areas. 27 months. That is crazy. That is crazy. Alright, we'll do it after we do Andy. We'll ID. Double Amy? Let's go. Oh. Small charm. Where'd the small charm go? There it is. Alright, you guys ready? What's that doing in there? What? When did I identify it? No! Oh, man. I talked to Kane. He did the bait and switch on me. Kane stole it. He baited me. I got caned, boys. I got caned. Oh, it's the worst. He has my Metal Grid. Dang, man.
Hail to you, champ.
Jebaited hard, for real. Kane's chicken is good, but Kane's a real jerk. Jerk. It's like mercenary hell right here.
Join my unlimited game.
I bet Kane makes some good jerk chicken.
Yeah, he does. Pretty guaranteed. Okay. Well, anyways, yeah. So the hottest sauce I'm thinking will be like, I'll probably just get the hot
I
ones,
am overburdened.
10, that they use on this show. I'll probably get those 10 sauces. So the hottest one they said is 2 million. But it doesn't seem as hot as that. Da Bomb is definitely the hottest sauce I've ever eaten. Yeah, last dab. Probably get that one for it. What up, Da Bomb? Oh. Yeah, the bomb is the hottest, nastiest sauce that has ever been made. I mean, not probably hottest, but it is. It's like hot gasoline. Who's in here? Nope, this is just single player. Whew. Do I not check Meph's chest? Not really. Sometimes I do. Depends my mood. You like Mad Dog 2020? The Mad Dog 357 was, it was pretty hot. That one was pretty hot. There was one that was really good.
I am overburdened.
I actually liked it a lot. It was like 60 or 70,000 Scoville. 100% pain. That was the name of it. That was a really good sauce. Oh. Hey, Kush. Ugh. I have a video on my YouTube. Was I on Hot Ones? No, I just got all the sauces before. Well, the older sauces. It was when it was first starting out, and I went through those. So, I will get those again, and we'll do a Hot Ones speed run, like I say. We'll do a Hot Ones speed run. Alright, players 3. No, they're all free from running track. They're all workout shirts. Let us... I don't know if I... Not that I don't trust you guys, but I don't really want people sending me Unless it came from like bottled from Amazon or something like that. Dusk Shroud, is it Blizzard? It is! Gosh dang it. Tried to get excited before and hope that that carried it through. So yeah, I would have to have somebody send it to me, not from them. Oh god, I'm out of room for armors. I think I already have a charge bolt anyways. Yeah, 10% lightning. This one's also 10% lightning. Gosh dang it. Oh my god. We'll just put it in the alt stash, I guess. That's pathetic. I could probably just make a whole couple pages of Ormuses though. Good night, a girl possessed. Have a good one. 10% charge bolt. Pathetic. Dude, 15-3, please. Blizzard, please. Still working on it? Yup. Probably not gotten Windforce yet. RNG. RNG. Thanks, Bamboo. Billy Mitchell hot sauce? Which one's that? Like I said, I mean, I feel like it would just be easiest to just get the hot ones. Sauces. You know. I feel like that would be easiest. They're already vetted. They already have a good order. And maybe if he took off some of the ones I liked from the last time, I can mix some of those in. The bomb is so hot and so gross. It doesn't taste good at all. It is just pure heat. And that is it. It is purely only heat and nothing more. And a quest bug does work in single player, yes. Actually, can't remember if I saved quit or not since I last ran that. No, quit it. Move. There we go. That's pretty gross, Doctor. Alright. After this run, we're gonna go do some Lost City, Ancient Tunnels. I'm really tired of all these cold fire enchants today. It's really annoying. Lost City of Atlantis. Cold fire. Whoa! That damage is hot, man. That was a spicy shot. Remy. Pop, 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 pop. Wow. That was painful.
I can't carry anymore.
Not even death can save you from me.
Worst class for MF hunting?
I am overburdened.
Um,
I can't carry anymore.
man, I mean, that's hard to say. Paladin's obviously good. Sorceress is good. Bard can be very good, especially with item find. Necro can be okay. Maybe Necro's a little slow. Amazon's pretty dang good. Druid isn't bad. Assassin. I mean, she can also do alright. Honestly, like, any class can have a decent enough character for magic finding. Look at those normal Diablo drops, right? What the heck, game?
I am over.
Cool. Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing, is there's limited builds still within those, and other ones that are just going to be garbage in the end, so. But every class does seem like it at least has something. You know what would be fun would be to like go online or something, right? Or even I could just do it here and pick up all my drops, and then at the end of one day's worth of magic finding, go and like build characters from all the drops that I had. So I could have like a druid and go give him the hunter guys, and you know.
I can't.
Just to see what's the best character we could make off of a day's worth of finds or whatever. Would you do another D1, D2 Lauren in the future? I don't know if I want to do another D2 one, but another D1 could be good. Standard druid build nowadays? I mean, it's just elemental. Yeah, I need to just make proper character guides though as well, not mix and match stuff that I find on the ground. Found a second material, so trying to get, nope, not yet. Chances of me finding another Tears Might are pretty low, but not non-existent. So this is a great way to go replenish your full rejuves.
I
When you do swap casting,
I can't carry anymore.
it's whatever spell you have right here. So like if I want to swap cast Firebolt, I leave swap cast there. I go to my swap, and then I... Right. So. It's not the one that I'm switching from, but where I'm switching to. Yep, found materials, mate. I was pretty chill when I found it. It was just like, whoa, what's this item? You know, and I was like, oh, cool. Cheers, mate. Nice. Something like that. Exclamation mark materials.
I am overburdened. Impossible.
Exclamation mark latest item for the COA. God, that was such a bad roll. Did we get a tick? Did we just get a tick? Tick party? We got a tick. We got a tick, yeah. Tick, 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 tick. It's not party enough. I want something party. Still not party enough. Where's this garbage music? There you go. We got a tick. Look at my tick. Do you see my tick? A tick. We got a tick. Alright, that was a good tick party, guys. That was a good tick party. We need 8 items. They are all listed on the screen, right below my
I
face.
can't carry anymore.
If you see my face, just look down a little bit. Tick. Tick. T. T as in pterodactyl. T as in pterodactyl. Or as in Sow's General Chicken. That's right. I'm not just a piece of meat. I'm also a piece of meat with a tick. Is that a legendary mallet? Ah. That was a thick tick, boys. How's work today? It was nice. That's your usual Monday stuff, but not too bad. How many hours on her? Probably 350. Falling to 99. Well, we just celebrated getting a single tick on our experience bar, so we got another 100 hours. Assuming I don't die. Actually, longer than that, because I'm not farming in the most optimal spots right now for experience. Maybe it's closer to 400 by now. How long does it usually take to go from 1 to 99? A lot of hours. Lots of factors, though. It depends if you're on single player, multiplayer, character.
I am overburdened.
If you're trying to get to 99, or if you're just farming all items like this as well, you know. There's so many questions. You predict a 99 in August? No, that's way too soon. If I played this character more, it would be, but I only play her once to twice a week. I spend more time speedrunning. I would have this character done if I didn't speedrun, but because I speedrun, this character is gonna be a little bit. The mod I'm using allows me to make Diablo walk, and then I just have to fight him.
I can't carry anymore. Not enough mana.
Would this be my first 99? It would. It would. I have never made a 99 before. It's just such a tedious thing. You know? Do I think I'll find all the items are at 99 first? I'm gonna say all the items now. It could go oh, thanks, Lion. It could go either way. It could go either way, but we'll see. It depends where I'm farming more. The other 99s, oh, those are all hacked characters for testing and guide purposes. So ignore those. "24-hour stream till 99? I can't hit 99 in 24-hour stream. If I go full-time streaming, I could probably do things like that. It would only take like 5 or 6 24-hour streams to get to 99. But I'd probably lose my mind first.
I can't carry anymore.
So
I am overburdened.
it's nice to just, you know, balance it out, do it over time sort of thing. I would like to grind it for a couple days at some point, though. I've never sat down and done long, like, stream for it, you know. No, I don't exotic. I've never sat down and just gone like, all right, let's do this. Yeah, I know, we ticked. It was sick, we had a party. It was great, there was cake. You missed that part, but... What flavor? Cake. Cake flavored. I'm not very good at lying. Dude, we haven't found any uniques in a while now. Where all them uniques at, game? There's a cross. Licorice flavored cake. Ugh. It was the flavor of deceit. Sorry. For real though, where are all my uniques at? Where are they all at, boys? Birthday cake flavored cake though, or whatever. Funfetti? Dude, that stuff is delicious. That stuff is so good. I swear I could become a professional cake maker. And just use funfetti and people wouldn't know the difference. I promise you, I could become a professional cake maker. Swap it out with a little bit of funfetti. And people would eat my cake and go, wow, this is really good cake. You did a great job. Is my D2 cut off at the bottom a little? Yeah, why is that? Why did nobody say that? My bad. No, not swab it out. There is a new challenge this week. There is. The new challenge this week is you need to check off as many items as you can on this list. Shaft's Top, Tal's Armors, Griffins, Treks, Stone of Jordan, Ghost Flame. Find as many as you can. Send me the links of you getting them, the VODs or clips. I will have it in the YouTube description. Is it weird for the mouse to feel weird on single player? Yeah. I almost added Lanemo, Ubio. I almost added Lanemo to the list, but then I thought, you know, people might get kind of bored with seeing clips of people finding Lanemas. So I held off. But that would be a good game. That would be good. Come on. I'm for real on a streak of no uniques. It's a hot streak or a cold streak. Send llama clips of finding TC3s. Yes, thank you. You thought what brought us to 9? The COA?
I am overburdened.
No, we're at 8 items, right? We're at 8 left. Home. I feel you, man. I finished Warbreaker. It was good. I liked it. It was a good book. It was just a nice, fun read that, you know, had a few little twists and surprises in it, and you know, it was never predictable. I'll say that much, which was really I thought that was really well done. A lot of the book, I was very like, what the heck is happening? And then even at the very end with it, like the very, very end, it was like, what? Hey, there's a unique. Game of Thrones books were very well written, but I have not finished them. I need to read more. Vasher and Nightblood are in the other books as well? Okay, good. I like them a lot. Does he have a guide for some paladin builds? I have a guide for like general look at the paladin, kind of a first look, but I don't have specific build guides yet. I do less specific builds and more I try to just give people overall knowledge for the game. So then you can make the informed decision yourself. Another legendary mallet. Gosh dang, man. Vivenna as well. That's cool. So the Mistborn? Mist? I heard that was really good. Mistborn. Wait, so you didn't like Mistborn? Actually, hold on. I do have a hammered-in build. I do have a hammered-in build guide. And I do have some. I've got 3 or 4 guide videos, actually, on my YouTube channel. ! YouTube. I've got 3 or 4 of those. Yeah, everybody always says that they're always like in love with Mistborn. And people say Warbreaker's one of his weaker books. Yep, that's what I generally hear. I thought it was great. I thought it was a perfectly good book. Yeah, I have a Hammerden, a Blizz Source, and I think a Lightning Javazon build guide on my YouTube. Right now we're rocking, it depends. My offhand is 632. My main hand is like 520, 530. MF, something like that. So this is my Hydra Bow. An amulet right after. Why aren't things rolling unique, man? There was my Wind Force lying on the ground right behind us. There's my Wind Force.
I am overburdened.
How many books are in the Mistborn series? Also, Warbreaker was just one book, right? There's not like a series, right? How do I build a source after Act 1 normal? I talk a little bit of that in the source vid, and then in today's Diablo Daily, I talked about that as well. It's standalone? Okay. And then 3 books in the Mistborn series. Cool.
Fresh meat.
Good night, Mr. Llama. Catch
Good
you next
night,
time.
no
Good luck with the
chance.
find.
Thank you. 29 months. Wow. That's 3 years almost. Mwah. A good month off. Crazy. How many thousands of hours of Kurus chest? I've only done probably like 8 hours of Kurus chest on this girl. I didn't really do a lot. I farmed the runes just from mass killing so many things.
I am overburdened.
And llama months, that's right.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
But yeah, the Warbreaker was the first book that I had read in probably like a year and a half. Full-time work plus stream it was just so much time that I didn't even have time to read any books. It was so sad. Joining late tonight. Hey, what up, Unfair Child?
I can't carry.
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Fresh
What up,
meat.
El Dominico? Dude, I found so many not tell Ammies. Mwah! Thank you for 3 months in a row. Appreciate that, my friend. Rip. Let's go. Is he really, Hector Kanka? That's pretty funny.
I am overburdened.
And that's if that's your entire job too, you're probably pretty, pretty serious with it.
I can't carry anymore.
Greater talents. Not quite. Not quite what we're looking for. Almost. Oh, and one day that'll roll on the Hydra bow instead. One day. Glorious axe.
I can't carry anymore.
I used to find that a lot more, it seems like. I don't find it very often anymore, but that used to be a really common find. I found Ariats, nice. Whoa, rare unearthed wand. Wowzers.
I am overburdened.
Garbage. Rare Volge, wow. No. Let's go. Now we're getting the uniques dropping. But they're the wrong ones, man.
I can't carry anymore.
Wrong ones.
Good day.
Let's go. Give me that wind force. Ugh. That's annoying. You just gotta keep grinding away, you know?
I can't carry anymore.
Just gotta keep grinding away.
I am overburdened.
Eventually, you'll get to your target. The Mac zombie. Bro, that was scary stuff right there. Dude has got his zombie down.
I am overburdened.
Yes.
If you accidentally hit delete on your character, well then it asks if you're sure, and if I somehow am stupid enough to do that, I have a backup of the character. So. I have multiple recoveries. If I'm super dumb somehow. We'll just have to see on that one. And a hidden backup in case I piss Kylie off really badly sometime. That's right. Don't tell her that exists. Tell her there's just one backup. Hidden backups in the drawer. Stay out of the drawer. No drawer for you.
I am overburdened.
Brutal.
Your presence
Am I getting henpecked? What does that mean? What does henpecked mean? This player's 8. I'm running players 3 right now. Does that mean she pecks at you? What? How's that whipped? That's ridiculous. I do what I want. Oh, hold on. Kylie's texting me 1 second. Sorry. Okay. I forgot to text her before I started streaming to say that I was streaming. That was my bad. It was my fault. New phone, who dis? Been an hour, gotta tell her where I am. I did a girl like that once. Lose a lot of resistances. Yeah, you just gotta make them up in other ways. It's totally worth it though. The damage that you get from Death Fathom is so insanely high. Like you get thousands of damage. It's worth giving it up to, or getting it and giving up, you know, something else to get your res elsewhere. Stay alive, Gulzar.
What do you need?
Wrong one. Let's go. Not a lot of boss groups. Rare lacquered plate, rip. If you want to get really mad, you should check and see if it's a failed roll. Check and see if it has a crazy high durability. Then you'll know that you actually rolled over it being Tal's armor. If it just would have rolled not as well, you could have had it. Normal durability, okay. Find a Tal's armor in Ancient Tal's? I think I've found like 12 Tal's armors on this character. I eventually started throwing them all away. Does your Diablo still appear? I turned that feature off. Blue ring! Bug champ! I can be as cool as this though. Wah! Alright, that wasn't as cool. I guess it was cooler than a blue ring.
Help me!
Winamp, it really whips the llamas asterisk asterisk asterisk.
Yo, what up? This is Love. Thank you so much
I can't carry
for the 666. I need to get a cool 666 sound. Hey, Tao's dad. How you doing? Can you spin the wheel? Oh, God. Not on this one, man. Not on this character. Why'd I choose Might over Holy Freeze? Because I do cold damage already. Elegant Blade.
I am overburdened.
Spin the Wheel of Torture. What do you want? You want to spin Silly Wheel? Silly Wheel spins could be possible. Sketch you the next thing. We could do sketches right now. I have a video where I do pandemonium, like the Ubers. I've got videos where I do Ubers, if that's pandemonium event. What do I think of Defiance Aura over Prayer? I don't like either that much. I guess Defiance is better. Prayer's pretty garbage.
I am overburdened.
tick? Or am I late? You're late. I mean, we got the tick. But, yeah, I came in probably about 30 minutes ago. We had a whole party celebrating it. Dr. Kirienko did a backflip into the pool. Raggets ripped her pants.
Your presence honors me.
Tao's dad was there. He was spinning wheels in the background. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty fun party. Sorry, Raggets. One of my friends today was telling me a story about she was walking and she tripped and then she like ripped her skirt all the way up or whatever. So
I can't carry anymore.
give me the rip skirt.
I am overburdened.
What? Oh. When she was at work. Sucks. Oh, ow. My battle orders. Sometimes you just gotta work through the rips.
I can't carry anymore.
That's all. Work through the rips. Whew. That's true. All right. Ugh, today is just failing for finding anything. But that's okay. That is okay. I'm going to go to sleep. I am tired. But let us not forget Magic Find Monday. Plugging Mod's a good mod for it. Magic Find Monday. Here is the challenge. There is the list. You got 6 items, everybody, to go find. Send them to me whenever you get them. Whenever you get your clips, your recordings, whatever it is, send it to me. We will watch them all on the next stream, and we'll have a prize for the winner, whoever can find the most items. So that is that. Thank you to everybody who showed up today and hung out. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys had a great night. We'll be back tomorrow with Newbie Tuesday. And yeah, I will see you guys then. I'll be at 7:30 p.m. Central. All right. Good night, everyone. Peace. Have a good one.